Cloud Kingdom. Our Terran player, introducing him in the correct order this game. He's spawning as yellow. He's playing for the team STX Seoul. He is
STX Seoul Innovation.
Nothing really innovative about his play last game, just looking like a well-oiled machine. Very few mistakes. And of course the good luck, have fun, something a Kessel player not used to typing in chat. His opponent to the top right, though, in the red, is someone who did it in Pro League. He is...
Easy, Stephano laid the call.
It's actually technically illegal to type that in GSL, but they're much less strict about rules like this. In Zerglings we trust. Go, go, Stephano. Team Liquid for the win. Those of you guys who don't know about Team Liquid, it's a website and a team. Stephano's team currently partnered with Team Liquid to form EGTL, a team that currently plays in Pro League, making big waves out here in South Korea. As a foreign team that has mostly Koreans. You can see the map win rate here. Stephano 1-0 back in the day when he played in that booth. I suppose that's from Blizzard Cup. Going for CC first, on the other hand, Innovation going for a more standard opening, a more safe opening, which is the 1 Rax expand. Here's the win rate for winning the first set. This means out of all the times, which has been 7 times that Innovation has won the first game, out of six out of those, he's won the entire best of 3. Not taking a 2-0 necessarily, but winning the best of 3 overall. You can see their last 15 sets in the GSL. Stephano only playing 4 games in total. And a very good record for Innovation. Top Terran right now, you know, other than MVP. MVP and Innovation are basically the 2 top Terran players in Korea right now, I feel. You know, a lot of people still put Marine King in that box, but I just can't do it. Our opinions differ. Teja, on the other hand, without his wrist injury, would have been in there. I feel like he's also fallen out of that box. Box got some holes in it these days. Terran players not doing so well over here in Korea. Times are changing though. We've got a new expansion coming out, which I am very excited for. Double gas now going down for Innovation. Before 3rd CC, speaking of CC, he makes his command center on the low ground. He's not trying to... I mean, basically what he's doing with this is playing safe and calculated. This is a build that we've seen almost every Terran player do for 6 months. And then suddenly people are going mostly 3 CCs, and then everyone's going CC first in this matchup. But this is kind of like your early 2011, everybody in the world is doing this, then going into Hellions, then going into Cloak Banshees, and a 3rd command center that way. That was something Polt shown in the past, as well as Bomber. We may see Innovation go into that exact same build. He's now starting the factory, of course, with that gas he's taken. At 32 gas currently. We'll likely see the reactor pop down right now. There it is. Starts to seem more and more likely. With the double gas he's taken, he can go for Cloak if he wants to. Not absolutely required. Stephano down a game here. Gonna affect his mindset just a little bit, but Stephano has a lot of experience, not only in booths in Korea, but also overseas in front of crowds much bigger than the one that's here today. You know, screaming his name, chanting his name. Stephano will face, however, double factory here. It's not going into Banshee play. This is more common right now in Korea than Banshees. Overseas, I still feel like the Banshee play is a little bit more common. While European Terrans, for example, still doing that build. But we're gonna see Blue Flame Hellions with Reactor Hellion support. We're going to see a push that comes out that if Stephano botches the control, we'll lose a lot of drones at. Otherwise, it's going to be a good way for Innovation to take map control. If you skip the Roach Warren, you're going to struggle against this. Even if you have a lot of queens, it's not very easy. Stephano so far sticking with the 4-queen build. Not going up to 6. Starts his Evolution Chambers, of course, in the walling position. Something that, at a time, was actually considered to be strategic and innovating. Nowadays, of course, very standard. Not walling with your Evolution Chambers in this matchup now is way too risky. It's asking for trouble, even with the Queen patch. Hellions getting some scouting information here. Poke at the Queens. Not going to be able to deny the creep, but will be able to see the very important 3rd command center, or 3rd hatchery, I should say. If Stephano had a 3rd command center going up right now, this would not be fair. He would be cheating. 1-1 upgrades on the way for Stephano, coming out again very much ahead of our Terran player Innovation. Did not save him last game. He's going for Lair now as well, teching up. And the question becomes now, what is the transition point for Innovation? He doesn't have a third command center up just yet. Very heavily committing to Hellion production right now. In fact, he has a third factory producing naked. He's going for a big Hellion timing attack here. No additional barracks. He's not going with Marines. He's not going with Marauders. He's just going to go into mech play after this. So that naked barracks will probably add a tech lab or another reactor if he wants to make 4 Hellions at a time. Start siege tank production, and we'll continue the production units. What he wants to do here is do damage. He's hidden his Hellions. He's hidden the blue flame. Just now finished. He did not show any of the extra Hellions until just now. The Overlord's going to see them if Stephano's paying attention. So Stephano now realizes I gotta calm myself down. I gotta make sure I don't go into panic mode here. Get my queens on hold position at the evolution chambers. Get some spines up. Start a Roach Warren because mech's coming. He's going to try to break through these queens here. Targets down the queen with the most energy, so there's only one transfuse available. The queens pull back. There's a few lings here. They don't have speed. There's not a ton of them. Stephano's trying to buy as much time as possible with good transfuse. One queen goes down. More and more Hellions rallying out across here. Stephano could be in trouble. That Spinecrawler may not be able to hold against this many Hellions. If he just sneaks around the back, Stephano will be in trouble here. The drone's on their way out. He's actually fighting that Spinecrawler because he has so many Hellions. Stephano desperately trying to wall here. 3 additional evolution chambers going up. Not going to be able to get that wall up. The Hellions are ready. He needs to actually send them into the main. I'm a little bit surprised he wants to fight this Spinecrawler. I don't think he realizes that the potential for roaches is definitely there. The roaches, once they pop out, are going to put an end to this. He's just camping the natural right now. Could kill a lot more drones. Stephano still, regardless, is in a lot of trouble. He's losing so much mining. He's not mining at his third. He's not mining at his natural. And every single Zergling he builds is being killed here cost inefficiently. Innovation getting further and further ahead. Still not starting production of siege tanks. Just only Hellions right now. 4 Hellions at a time, and Stephano's got no line of defense. This is going to be a barbecue here. This is a massacre. Zerg players, cover your eyes. Nobody wants to see this. This is the end of Stephano in game number 2. He's got no answer. Makes no roaches, makes lings instead, and these drones are done for. He's trying. He certainly is. The splitting here is pretty decent, better than mine. But, I mean, right now we're just watching drones run for their lives, trapped in a pen, like caged animals to be eaten later on, packaged in plastic. That was a bit morbid, but the reality is Stephano's down to 31 supply right now, and Hellions are camping his high ground of his third base, so he can't mine. This is just the end. It's tragic, the drones are dying. Well played, says Stephano, and Innovation finds himself in the winner's match. Many players saying, you know, I expected them to get out, I expected them to do this. So far, so good. Stephano, on the other hand, big fan favorite, and he's not out of it yet. He will fall down to the loser's match to face whoever loses between Hack and DRG. Find out who that's going to be. Stephano looking a little bit phased by that game, and when you lose a game like that where you have queens and you've got transfuses and you just don't scout the Hellions, if he knew, of course he has Spinecrawlers in time. Of course he makes the roaches earlier, and he's fine. But Innovation just hit it and he didn't see. It's a build or a loss. You don't see it, you don't prepare, you lose. He did everything he could have with what units he made, but he didn't have enough. No Spinecrawlers in time, and Innovation just camped him, killed all of his lings until there was no money left because he didn't have enough mining. He had the better production of Hellions, then killed all his drones. We are going to have a 5-minute break. And of course, when we come back, we'll have our next best of 3. I wanted to mention, of course, get on Twitter, talk about this series. Tell everybody Stephano's playing in this group. Of course, so are the other players, like, for example, Innovation, who just won that last series. Tweet at GOMTV, tweet at myself, at ProxyWolf. I'll read your tweets during the break. See you in 5.